Welcome back to the channel. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to make a separate video talking about Chris and Jessica. If you guys remember in my first video about Love is Blind, the one that I named Breaking Down Love is Blind, episode 1 to 5, part 2, I believe that they're in there. I did mention a few facts, that the age difference was going to be an issue for Chris and Jessica, mostly because Jessica's face, she does look older than 38. Or maybe she does look 38. We're only 2 years apart, me and her. So she looks her age. She doesn't look younger than 38. She, like, before she told us that she was 38, not to be mean, I would have given her 45, okay, in the face. And Chris looks to be like 24. Like, I know he's 30, but he looks to be 24. He looks way younger, and his maturity level is about 24, 23. So that checks. Now, Chris did come out and say that to Jessica that her body didn't get him or excited. I don't think is her body, because her body, we saw her body in the bikini, the black bikini. She looks to be completely natural. Her boobs were sitting up perfectly. Her ass, she has a typical white girl ass. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just gonna say how it is. Before they found the gym, okay? So it's a genetically correct ass for her, okay? As a matter of fact, when Chris was comparing Brie to Jessica, I looked at their body and I'm like, they have the same body to me. There's not a big difference between the bodies, to be honest with you. Jessica looks very good. Her body looks very good for 38. And no, she hasn't done any work as far as we can tell. I seriously don't think it's her body, it's her face. It's the fact that he's still going to go clubbing. He's still going to go out with the boys. And then he has to bring her forward, right? It's the fact that when he asked for 13 hours of freedom, he went out with the boys, okay? He's 30, but he looks to be 25, 24. He looks really young. He can still go to the club, still go to the bar, and attract a 21-year-old, a 22-year-old that body-wise, that may go to the gym, they may work out, they may get the full lower body glute workout done, they may, right? So that is more exciting to him. But to bring somebody like that, like Jessica, around his friend group, around everybody that he knows, I didn't see them. I didn't see Chris bring Jessica around his mom. I didn't see Chris bring Jessica around his friends. None of that happened because he was ashamed. And I knew that was going to happen. I've seen people in relationship that have a big age gap. Like I said before in my previous video, I had a girlfriend. She was 37 and her man was 28. But like I said, when you put them side by side, you couldn't tell the age difference until they told you that they had that big, a 9 years age difference. When you put Chris and Jessica beside, you can tell the age difference. I knew it wasn't gonna work. He didn't have to say it. I knew it wasn't going to work. But the way that he went about telling her that, he wanted to hurt her. He wanted to hurt her. He probably spent the entire night drinking with his boys, and they had a great time. He probably cheated on her. 110% he cheated on her. He doesn't even had to say anything. And he 100%, you know, when somebody does something and they feel guilty about it and they come to you and they try to make it your fault that they did what they did. If you had a nice about it, I wouldn't need to do this. If this, that's what he was giving. He was trying to blame her for whatever behavior that he did. For whatever he did, he was trying to blame her. He was trying to make sure that after he left, she was completely emotionally destroyed. He hated her. And those type of men, the way that at the beginning was all lovey-dovey, I love you, blah blah blah, that was all an act, because he wanted to be perceived as the nice guy, or perhaps he wanted to go through the process like he said and see what would happen, knowing damn well that the moment that he saw her out of the pod, he knew that it wasn't going to be. He was completely ashamed of her. Let's listen to what he had to say.
I just don't know if it's like there for me. Like, I feel like sex is a big thing. Mm-hmm. I felt like we could get over, I could get past that. You know, she's such a great person. I care about her. And I know how you can feel about me. And I was like, well, I feel like we could get past that, like, part. Mm-hmm. Maybe some way. And now I'm like, I don't want to, like, fake something. But, like, the more, like, we do that, it's like, I have not talked to this person. But, like, over the past 2 days, I was thinking about it. About, like, what it would be like if I was with that person, too. Just thinking about it.
What person?
The number 2 person I had. Just thinking about it. Not about it. I'm just being honest, like, my thoughts. I was like, what would that look like? And it probably, I don't know, maybe it'd be up in flames. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That person, I'm just saying, like, these are just thoughts in my head.
Yeah, well, I mean, all of these things are really hard to hear.
Okay. I figured they would be. I just feel like the past 2 days I've had enough time to, like, think about, like, fucking long term, 5, 10, yeah, 15, 20 years. And it's like, I feel like it's hard. But, like, that doesn't mean, like, how I felt, like, that was all, like, true. Like, everything, like, how I felt about you is very true. I don't want to, you know what I mean, like, sad about it. Like, I want to, like, continue, like, trying, like, figuring this out, because I feel like we have fun together. Right?
I don't know how it's supposed to be, like, fun now.
Oh, wow, okay.
I feel really stupid.
Why? Why?
Honestly, the fact that me not working out every day is even a sentence that came up in this conversation is blowing my mind.
Oh my gosh, it's not even what I meant by that.
Well, it's what you said. It's, I mean,
I'm just trying to, like,
I'm not
I'm saying, like, people I would date before, like, that's the things they would do, and, like, that's the things, like, I would
Well, I just
go after.
work at the hospital every day. Sorry.
I understand. I understand.
I was very upfront about that from the beginning. There was no, like, illusion that I was going to be going to Pilates every day.
I understand.
And it makes me feel like shit, too. Like, not good enough. In a way that, like, I can't control. I feel very, like, inadequate. 3 days ago, if you had told me like that I would question you, I would be like, you're fucking insane. Like, this man has treated me better than anyone ever has, and like he's told me that he's in love with me. Like he's told me that he wants a future with me. And so today it's really fucked with my head to go from like thinking that you think I'm like the best fucking thing in the world to being like, well, maybe not. If my body isn't good enough for you, like I'm never gonna be like, oh, please still love me.
I knew it that they were not, there's no way they were going to be able to survive aside of the pot. Reality hit, and reality hit very hard. I'm not saying that Jessica is a bad looking woman. She is not. She is far from being a bad looking woman. She just looks her age. That's it. That's simple. She needs to find somebody that is a little bit more mature, emotionally mature. And I said that actually in part when I first spoke about them. I said I'm not sure if he is emotionally mature enough for her to give her what she really needs. And when Jessica was talking about, well, you know, there's no point of continuing this, he was really cold to her, very cold, because he didn't want to continue with her. He just said that to be nice. And then he ended up being an asshole, a complete asshole. Okay, during when they were in the group meeting, which I'm not gonna play. There's no point of playing it. I want to see what he has to say during the reunion. He was just making an ass out of himself, trying to contact Brie, starting an Instagram, trying to show that he's not hurt, he's thriving, and he doesn't need anybody. He can get somebody else outside of the show. If that was the case, why did you do the show? That's what I really want to know. If you're that amazing catch, that you can treat another human being like that, why did you want to go to the show? Did you want to go to the show to become a star? A lot of people do that. They go on the show to have a little bit more influence and put their stuff out there so they become a star. Or were you actually wanting to find love? Right? We would never know. We will never know. But what we learn is that he is very much, like I said before, immature and an asshole. There's nothing else to say about that. Let's move on to Emma and Mike. Emma and Mike, no surprise, they were not going to make it, to be honest with you. From the get-go, Mike said that the most important thing for him was the fact that he wants children. Emma said, I don't know. Why? I don't know why. More, I do know. Emma and Mike have the same issue. They both want to be chosen. They both compromise themselves when they both know that Mike cannot offer what Emma wants. Emma cannot offer what Mike wants. What was the point of like actually going through the process? Like I said before, Emma should have walked away a long time ago. Even at the altar, she chose to compromise herself when he said, I need to know if you want to be a mom. She didn't even answer the question. She just went on and on about saying I love you and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Didn't answer the question. She still, at the very last moment, she refused to choose herself. Mike chose himself, and I'm proud that he did that. Go, Mike. Choose yourself. I have a tattoo right over here that says choose yourself. Because when I forget to choose myself, all I have to do is look down here. That's literally why I have it there. I have it there so like that when I'm not choosing myself, I'm laying down at night and I didn't make the right choice, I can still turn around and see it and look at it. We all have some reason why we have tattoos, so that's why I had mine. Vic and Christine, we all know that we all knew that they were going to make it. That's not a surprise to us. For Vic and Christine, like I said in my first video, the universe conspired for those two to meet. I am not mad at their coupleness whatsoever. I am glad that they had a conversation, an honest conversation about interracial coupleness and how they would navigate that together. And it's a great conversation. It's exactly what needs to happen when you have two people coming together. What you're afraid of, what you want, what you guys should work on together, all those little details, those conversations needs to happen before you get married. So that's perfect. Right now, who else? The rest, like Jordan and Amber, even though they got married, I have no hope for them. Amber, one thing I noticed about Amber, when she was drinking, like when she was at the gathering and she was drinking, she behaves completely different than when she is not. I'm starting to think that Amber has a little bit of toxic traits, that when she is drinking a bit, you get the very sassy, ugly Amber. That's what I've noticed. Another time too, when she was talking to Jordan, she's like, I need a drink. And then she was less soft. So I think when Amber said that she was in toxic relationship, I said that to somebody. If you say I've been in toxic relationship, know that you're toxic yourself. Okay? For you to be with somebody that is toxic, one toxic person and another toxic person work. You guys will be toxic together and it will last a year, 2 years, 7 years. It doesn't matter. It works. A balanced person with a toxic person can never work. At the max, you guys will be together for 6 months maximum. But like, that's pushing it. That's how it works. So if Amber thinks that only her partner were toxic and she wasn't toxic, she has a lot of work to do. And poor Jordan, I'm so sorry. You have a lesson to learn. That's what it is. Jordan is an emotional eater. I'm an emotional eater too. I get it, Jordan. But I noticed that whenever emotions are too high, he likes to eat. That's all I know. That's all I know about Jordan. Jordan is a sweetheart. He is so kind and so sweet. He deserves to be loved, right? He deserves to find the right woman for him. I just don't think it's Amber. What else? What did I forget? Ashley said no. Amber said no. Devante, I said no. Okay, so I think I'm all caught up for Love and Hip Hop. For Love and Hip Hop. I think I'm all caught up for Love is Blind, which is perfect. Next week is the reunion, and I am so excited for it. Bonkers excited for it. And I'm gonna take my notes and I'm going to do the video as quickly as possible for you guys and have it out. And I want to see if every point are going to be hit. And I want it to be good. I want everything. I want Ashley to come out with a diagram of every single time that Alex lied, like I said. Okay. I want Jessica to tell us every single thing that Chris told her. Okay, girl, remember, write a journal. Do what you have to do. Everything, because I feel like it's deeper than what we were shown. It's deeper than what we were shown. I want to know if Amber and just what's his name? Jordan. If Amber and Jordan are still together, Vic and Kristen are still together, it's fine. They don't need to tell me. I want Devante to be honest with us and tell us why him and Brittany did not work out. And I want Brittany to be honest and say, I didn't want Devante. I was just going to settle for him. I I want that for you, Brittany. I want you to be honest. Okay? What else do I want? I want Emma well, they're not together anymore, it doesn't matter. But I want every lie that Emma told Mike to come out. Well, it's just a one lie. You were always number one. Lies. It was always you. Lies. I want those lies to come out. I am pumped. I am ready. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I swear I'm 2 years, me and Jessica, we have 2 years difference. But at this moment, I probably behaved like I was 22. Chris and I, we might, maturity level, same level. It's fine, I get it. I'm just super excited for it. I want to see all of it. I will be watching, smoking my shisha, possibly, and eating my ice cream 110% while watching it. And then I'll come back here and we'll chat. Until the next